working. Laser focus, laser vision. We elevating how we living. My pupils see right through the layers. Turn the volume up, picking our faders. I'm on a whole nother wavelength. My crown get downloads from the cadence, and I'll be like, hey, hey, hey. All of my energy building up. Release on the track when I lay it. Hey, stack abundance to the ceiling like, oh, with a feeling, yeah. Hey, I'm at the top of the pyramid. Talking to God in the mirror shit. Them VVS's and clearances, vision projected from binary pictures. I dreamt it so vivid. Walking on clouds through the village with all of the mangoes. My gut can fill up with indigenous roots in my blood. So my cup full of blessings, the heavens inside my ancestry. Travel through realms on a quest for new weaponry. Load up the clip, then I shoot with a melody. Fill up the bucket with alkaline water. Hydrate. Backwards when I somersault through them racks off the craft. I'm a lap to the mattress and back. Meet me outside in the ghost in the shell. Keep my windows on 10 and a tank full of gas. My aura defense with deflected attempts to bring me down to earth. I done broke through the exosphere. He's off the Mars in the rover with special gear. Currently cruise to the cosmos, I'm better here. Sitting on Saturn, collecting my rings. Transmit the signal and shine with the team. Beat me up into the groundwater trying, cause my flow like the now you on desert or dry. It took some dark spaces to cultivate light. The cave was a place where I sparked the idea to burn up the flames in the soul and ignite. The passion inside got me feeling my shine. Yeah, hey, hey. All of my energy building up. Release on the track when I lay it. Hey, stack abundance to the ceiling like, oh, with a feeling, yeah. Hey, I'm at the top of the pyramid. Talking to God in the mirror shit. I'm at the top of the pyramid. Talking to God in the mirror shit.
All my life, I never settled, just getting by my intuition rise up. Them motherfuckers that counted me out never knew about the long nights, they thought it was stuck. Think what you want. Hop on a flight when I touch down, I'm fucking shit up. Yeah, it's been tough. Tougher when you live a life that you really don't want. So we been grinding like clips and for real. With discipline you will prevail. It's funny how they split our families up. See a family you can't even tell. Need meditation and a bigger blunt. I found myself in the infinite tongue. The speed of light swing like the pendulum. In the hands of us to break the spell. Wait, so I'm fired up. Thinking sweet to this wave is a tidal one. Ain't no fear in my heart cause I cycle done. They ain't looking no gods that can fly with us. Peep the root where the desire from. It's been straight from the soul ever since a young. Every beat I step on it's like finish from channel. My source made the max from the minimum. Look, I'm at the top of the pyramid, yeah. Trusting yourself to get clear quick, yeah. If Cloud in your spot then he killing it, yeah. For soul ain't for sale, he unlimited, yeah. Came a long way but I'm thankful. The highs and the lows, that's just more life experience, yeah. Locked in my purpose like staples. I channel the leader and shot like Cornelius.
Hey, hey, all of my energy building up. Release on the track when I lay it. Hey, stack abundance to the ceiling like, oh, with a feeling, yeah. Hey, I'm at the top of the pyramid. Talking to God in the mirror shit. I'm at the top of the pyramid. Talking to God in the mirror shit. Hey, 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 all of my energy building up. Release on the track when I lay it. Hey, stack abundance to the ceiling like, oh, with a feeling, yeah. Hey, I'm at the top of the pyramid. Talking to God in the mirror shit. I'm at the top of the pyramid. Talking to God in the mirror shit.
Somebody gon' get to tell him that I'm coming. And you can tell him that I'm coming. Tell him that I'm coming. Somebody tell the world that I'm coming. I'm trying to tell the world that I'm coming. Tell him that I'm coming. Somebody tell the world that I'm coming. Somebody tell the world that I'm coming. I've been standing on the outside. Looking in, now it's my time. You can tell him that I'm coming for him. God sent me, ain't no turn around. And I ain't leaving unless I'm bringing back a soul with me. Like I'm pulling spirits out the ground. I done seen enough to be a witness. And let me show you how I'm living now. And you can tell him that I'm coming. And you can tell him that you ought to know by now, them streets ain't really loyal to you. Don't know why you being loyal back. I done seen it kill too many people. Strip them down for everything they got. And you can tell them that I'm coming. Somebody tell the world that I'm coming. Somebody tell the world that I'm coming. And you can tell them that I'm the OGs tell me keep it going. And never let them get me off track. Hit them hard with their real talk. And let that you upstairs handle what you lack. I know I done sacrificed a lot of time for it. Letting God handle a lot of moves. Trusting in them got me higher than I ever been. Doors coming open like the hinge falling all the screws. Entitled to a new spot. Grind mode till we see the top. Got to bless quit complaining, homie. People want what you already got. Tell them that I'm coming. Tell them that I hope they got some room for me. If not, then I'ma make a way. You can tell them that I'm coming for them. God sent me, so I'm here to stay.
Music is frequency. What frequency are you being fed? If I play with those frequencies, right, I can target certain parts of the mind. Target the frequency to go to certain parts of the mind. Or if I want you to go into a meditative state, I can make my music do that.
This is medicine music, prescription of frequency with a doses influenced by the state of the culture lacking some nourishment. Hella deficient of love, they needed encouragement, but taught to get numb off the drugs. Started to notice the loose screws, 10 of my toolbox, cause how can you mend the issue when you got a bruised heart and mentally been scarred, physically been barred, ready for rebirth, but spiritually it's been hard. Let me take you through some steps that I done learned, loved one, cause it don't happen overnight, this healing's earned, loved one. It come with practice, releasing your distractions, setting healthy boundaries and managing attachments. We made in God's image, but we started walking backwards when we gave away our power by submitting to a master. Then they pimped our infrastructure, changed the pricing in the package. Told you if you want it back, it's in blood cause they attacking. If you want to free your mind and free your spirit from the toxic, gotta vow to kill the poison of the snakes that's in your garden. Only giving your attention to the things that bring you honor. Keep your vibe sucker free and your circle free from drama. Shit, life crazy when you really think about it, and shit could get wicked if you really ain't moving solid. I'm praying you don't risk your whole life just for $1, and you conquer your demons before you end up getting conquered. So I gift you this medicine music. Yeah, I gift you this medicine music. Felt like I needed an umbrella for the rain, cause life was handing lemons, so I made some lemonade. You can sit with this medicine music. Belly of the beast to swallow you up for profit. Call it capital gains and they ain't even lifting proper. I aim to break the cycle my grandma passed to my mama, cause the DNA carry generational wealth and trauma. Encoded with a message, unfolding to your blessings. If you walk in your purpose, you can heal your family lineage. Work smart so I can leverage all of this time invested. Sing about me when I go, I lived everything I was destined. Victory over obstacles, 2020 my opticals. Cutting out all distractions, applying knowledge, I got the tools. Lesson learned that I got it, you junior died. Sparked a few, step die, sparked a fuse, no way I'ma lose this weight I carry heavy, but my ancestors heavier. Thought I was moving steady, but now I'm moving steadier. Gave my burdens to God, and now I'm feeling merrier. Got my eye on a lover, imagining I can marry her. And now it's come a time where you gotta pick a side, or whether or not you gon' contribute to Earth's demise, or if you gon' be one of them ones that embody light, cause the future gon' be fucked up if the kids can't live their life. So I offer you medicine music. Yeah, I give you this medicine music. Yeah, hey. Felt like I needed an umbrella for the rain, cause life was handing lemons, so I made some lemonade. You can sit with this medicine music. I give you this medicine music. Yeah.
The brain processes information electrically. It communicates with the cellular structure electrically, and it operates within a certain band of frequency.
Some of you. Real one no break, no. Yeah. Real ones never break, no. Real ones never break, no. Real ones never break. We bend but don't fold. Pressure made diamonds, I was built for the cold. Came from the bottom, now I'm chasing the gold. Heart too solid, I never be so. Yeah. Real ones never break, now I never that. Lost it all once, had to double back. Pain in my chest, I remember that. Now I walk strong, I ain't going back. Came from the mud, yeah, the dirt on my name. Had to fight demons, had to deal with the pain. Nobody helped me, I was stuck in the rain. Now I'm shining, they be screaming my name. I was down bad, pocket flat, no hope. Now I'm riding through the city, top down, no roof. Had to learn quick, gotta move, stay low, cause the ones close. Turn fake, that's truth. I done seen love, turn hate overnight. Had to cut ties, had to get my mind right. Every scar, got a story to write. Now I'm glowing in the dark like a light. Real one never break. We bend but don't fold. Yeah. Pressure made diamonds, I was built for the gold. Came from the bottom, now I'm chasing the gold. Heart too solid, I never be so. Mama told me, boy, stand tall, don't quit. Even when the world try to break your spirit. I was in the trenches, they ain't see me win it. Now I'm on top, yeah, I came with a vision. They were laughing when I said I rise. Now they watching every move, surprised. I kept grinding, ain't switch no sides. Stay real even when I had nothing inside. I remember nights I ain't eat no sleep. Now I'm feasting, blessings coming deep. But I still move like the pain don't leave. Cause the scars remind me who to be. They try to break me down, I stood tall. Even when I felt like I might fall. God had a plan through it all. Now I'm rising, I'm answering the call. Yeah. Real ones never break. We don't fold. Came too far, I can't lose my soul. Fire in my heart, yeah, it stays on go. If you real like me, let the whole world know. Let's go. Step in the game, I'm applying pressure. Talk on my name, I'ma send a message. Came from nothing, now I'm stacking extras. Real ones move different, I'm built better. I don't play fair when it's wartime. Call snakes, I don't spare mine. Came through clean, but I fight grime. Now I'm eating good, yeah, it's prime time. They ain't believe, now they switching sides. Funny how they act when you touch the sky. I kept it real, I ain't never lied. Now I'm up, I got nothing to hide. Real ones never break, never fold. Yeah. Even when the nights feel cold, hold your ground, never lose your soul. Yeah. Real one story forever told. Yeah. Real ones never break.
She's your queen to be, a queen to be forever, a queen who'll do whatever His Highness desires.
Yeah, big fat nigga, off rip, big fat, got pulled like a crossbow, green like a snot nose, don't fool with lost toes, keep the Glock close, cause a nigga try to meet me at the crossroads. Sheesh, made it out the mud to the top floor, upscale hood, baby, shop at Costco. Small but I'm hard like a gallstone, back against the wall, let it ring like a wall phone. I let it purr in the cat fight, light skin but a nigga ain't half white. Every beat I'm on is a crash site. 7 years old when my dad died, no cap, my experience was serious. Get reary around the myriad of niggas that's amphibious. I had to learn to keep myself a small nigga, period. Savages, law averages, hard to grapple with, ravenous, ghetto fabulous, well established, catalyst for every daddies is who be the maddest when you ain't doing bad as them. Hey look, big fat slim chance that I rock with ya. Ice cold with the stick like a popsicle. 5 kids, I'm fertile. If you ever touch a bro shells in your back, Ninja Turtle. Cowabunga, don't ever succumb to a lame nigga selling you dreams. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I'm the fierce of them all. But them a nigga out here realer than them. Yeah, yeah. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I'm the fierce of them all. But them a nigga out here realer than the queen. Hell yeah. Use a hoe. Yeah. Use a hoe. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum.
Clean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, Woke up this morning, heart was beating out my chest. So excited, realizing that you weren't here to judge me, no one to impress. I decided that I liked it. I'm moving on, I'm putting on my favorite dress, the one you hated. Said I look naked and fuck your opinion about it. I'm feeling my best, I won't hide it. And besides that, look how the sun rises without us asking, shining with so much passion, like just for us to bask in love. Shouldn't be for our keeping. I'll celebrate my freedom. I'm gonna speak up, speak from my heart, baby. Speak from my soul, sugar. Say what you want, lady. Act like you know who you are. Speak from your gut, honey. Say what you want, my love. Be who you wanna be. Speak, 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 be free. I'm moving on, I'm putting on my favorite dress, the one you hated. Said I look naked and free. Be free, my love. Be free.
I hope y'all can hear me. Peace and blessings. Welcome to Pronoia Starseed Podcast. I am the goddess Rael. If this is your first time, welcome to Pronoia. If you are returning, welcome back, Starseeds. I am glad you are in the building tonight. It is a sound frequency healing night. That's right. Mahatma Starseed is in the building, and we are riding the mother wave because we are still in May, and May is for the mothers. So if you don't know, Pronoia, we celebrate the mothers all May long. And if you did not catch the last couple of shows, we'll go back and catch them. They are there on Under Live. Okay, great. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Pieces. Peace. I'm so glad you guys are in the building. Again, we're continuing on with the Mother Show, and tonight we honor Mother Moon. So Mahatma Starseed is here. I'm not going to hold y'all too long. You know who she is. She is our sound frequency healer. She is a beautiful soul, and I'm so excited and happy to have her here tonight. And she has some wonderful information for you guys about the beautiful Mother Moon. So without further ado, I would like to welcome to some and re-announce to others, Miss Mahatma Starseed. Hey.
Peace and light. Peace and light.
Peace.
Excited to be here. Shout out to everyone in the building.
Yes.
It.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you. I'm excited. I reached out to Mahatma and I was like, yeah, we're doing this. She was like, yes, let's continue this mother theme. So I'm excited, and her subject matter, of course. First of all, I was born on a Monday, a moon day. I am highly moon sensitive. A lot of times if the moon is full, I either have a headache, like extreme headache, or I'm extremely tired. Like the moon just, it drains me when it's full, and it's so crazy because I was born on a Monday. So I love Mother Moon and I honor Mother Moon, and I'm excited for this conversation. So
Yes, 1,000%. The moon does a lot to us.
Yes.
And I am very big on connecting with the moon and being able to see how we can flow with it. And like, just to like ping off of, last night's conversation, with all of the goddess energy that has been offered to us through centuries and centuries and centuries, we get this opportunity to start allowing ourselves to align more, because I know a lot of us are looking to see, like, how do I flow with like all this goddess energy? Like, how do I know which one I am connecting to? And most like the most efficient part of ourselves, and being able to learn that. So tonight I'm bringing with me some more sounds about Mother Moon, and to express more about that divine masculine, divine feminine energy, and how, it's not a separation, it is a union of what allows us to be here in this vessel. So
Yes. I love that. And I love what she has for you guys tonight. So, teacher, am I going to the back of the class with everyone else? Or do you, I mean, I'll be working from backstage, but did you want me to stay here with you?
Well, I want you to be able to come back when we bring up one of the slides so that we can have a little bit fun. So this could give you a chance, and everybody else, to bring up your natal chart, your birth chart. If you don't have it, this is a good chance for you to make sure you get that, so we can play with one of the slides that we have.
Okay, great. All right, Starseeds, I'll see you in a little bit, and I'll be backstage. So you can just tell me, if you tell me, give me some clues on which slides, I can pull them up for you and work it from back there. Okay.
Okay.
All
Great.
right. I'll see you later.
I'm gonna look to see on my notes
Okay.
one we should start off with. And for those of you who are just chiming in and are already been here, the biggest part of my story that I like to amplify is connecting with the moon flow. And a big part of the teachings, the coachings that I offer is directly connected with aligning with the moon energy. I only do cleanse. I only do cleanse scenarios that start on a moon cycle. So whether it's the full moon or the new moon, I literally will only do cleanse that start on that time frame, merely because we have had a difficult time really connecting to that mother energy and really being able to see the difference. We get to learn so much, especially yesterday. We really dived into the many different goddesses that have been introduced to us through the ages. And, I get that some of us are like, how am I going to connect to this ancient being and really being able to understand that they're all the same energy? They're just manifesting in different eras of life. And yeah, definitely starting on the full moon is a different experience than starting on a new moon. And I'll bring up the phases of the moon to give more of a breakdown, right? And there's many facets of the moon that we can connect to, that it might be a little bit more easier for us to just start getting into the flow, to be able to start really vibrating and getting that material to just come to us and attract it, right? Because we're looking to do everything that is easy, it flows to us. I don't have to work hard, right? But we have to put some effort in at the beginning for that to really commence. And the biggest challenge is that divine feminine energy that a lot of us have just locked away and put to the side because we've been living in such a patriarchal dominant community, right? And so definitely the full moon is all about releasing, right? And the new moon is about manifesting, right? What do I want to bring into this moment? And when we step and bring it into the full moon, it's like, okay, what am I releasing? And I'll give you a little bit more of a tidbit about how to connect more with that, right? Because a lot of us are like, I see the full moon, and then there's times when I don't see the moon. And that's about as much as I know. Some of them know that some of us know that we have a zodiac sign that represents where the moon was at our time of birth, right? Every position matters. I can describe it and compare it to baseball, right? Everyone can just be on the field and stand wherever they want, right? And catch the ball if they need. However, it's more adequate when we have people in this certain degrees and making sure that they cover that space and making sure that that parameter is what you're here to facilitate, right? And so when we learn what bases we're actually on, or maybe we're in the outfield, we learn these kind of things, it helps us to learn how to stay in position and understanding that there's going to be other people that are going to help us that are actually sitting in another frequency or another angle in your life, but playing the same game, right? Number one thing is that we have to learn that we're playing the same game. And so when we tap into that Mother Earth energy, we're establishing in our routine that this is the flow that is going to help me be able to complete things, to be able to follow through on things, because we already have a set understanding of how to maintain our masculine energy. So much so that we've overcompensated for it. And for some of us, the masculine energy that we drive is, it's broken down. It's, it's janky, and we have to allow Mother Moon to nourish us so that we can revive ourselves. And so I'm gonna see, let's see, where do we want to start? And if you guys want to throw in there where you want me to start, I am going to bring up the mention of how the moon moves through the zodiac sign, as well as where we've also identified with the masculine and feminine energy in ancient alchemy, as well as what are the 8 moon phases that we, align with throughout the month, right? Because where the moon is moving versus how much illumination the moon has are two modalities that are here to help us balance, and we ultimately are the weights for creating that balance, so if we're off, our scales are going to be off, and we're not going to really be fully driving our masculine and feminine energy. Okay. And so let's see. So I feel like the best place to be able to start is, let's start with those 8 moon cycle phases. And so Pronoia, if you can throw up that part. Thank you. Thank you. And this will be the part where I'll give you this little tidbit. Okay. So there's 8 cycles, and it takes about, I think it takes 4 weeks, right? Just give or take, for the moon to go through all its phases, right? 2 weeks after the new moon is going to be the full moon, right? And then 2 weeks after the full moon is going to be the new moon. This is what sets that month time frame. And so a lot of us are really living within these time frames where we've really identified with the new moon and the full moon. So I'm going to start there, and then we'll gravitate into those other portions. And so, fun fact is, how do I connect with a zodiac sign in the year, right? Yep, it takes 28 days. And so, give or take, it's 27.5 or whatever, but we'll take it and round it up, and it's the 28 days. I will say that there's a little bit of a variation there right now, because we're sitting in an angle that the Ophiuchus energy is coming into play, and it shifts a little bit of how much each sign gets to actually sit in a certain zodiac sign. And so, did you know that when we connect with the full moon in Leo, 6 months before that is the new moon in Leo? And we can also play off of that and start goals, start identifying with things and seeing how things can transform. And, we can say, I want to manifest under the new moon in Leo, my courage, right? I want to amplify my courage, and allowing ourselves to give a full moon set 6 months and let that Leo energy sit in that full moon before we actually sit there and start, dissecting, like, have I created any change? Have I created any progress? This formula is one way for us to be able to connect with really being able to embody these specific personalities or traits that the specific zodiac sign has. And so if you're looking at your birth chart, you can sit there and identify that my birth chart is really lacking air energy. I need to vibrate people that can offer that, or maybe I want to have Aquarius energy be a part of my life. And so we can set that intention during that new moon and see how it manifests over that 6 months time frame, and being able to do a closing ritual on that full moon so that you can identify, okay, did I express everything that I was supposed to express? And what have I accumulated that I have learned that's time for me to release? And you can do that under the full moon. And so this is a very important aspect for us. Apologies. This is a very important part that we want to step back. A lot of us get really excited jumping into these moon phases and being able to, cleanse ourselves, set these intentions. And this is that chance today, while we're, in the month of May, we've been really emphasizing the importance of connecting with the Great Mother, the goddesses that have offered that feminine energy. And so I'm going to peel it back a little bit and be able to signify, I believe there's I'm not sure if I gave you that natal chart that has like that breakdown, but either way, I will say that the ruling, the energy that the moon rules in the zodiac sign is the Cancer energy, right? And so that's the number one place that will help you keep remembering this is feminine energy, because Cancer brings us this feminine energy. Yes. this definitely helps. And so when we want to align with any of these zodiac signs in there, we have to allow ourselves to remember that this manifestation, this release, it has to come from a feminine place. It has to be, you know, soft and nurturing. We can't allow ourselves to be very demanding. We can't allow ourselves to be overcompensating, right? That's that masculine energy, that ego energy. That's like, I got to be perfect, and if I don't do this, this is going to be, you know, outrageous. And so we have to remind ourselves, even though we might be working in some facets of the masculine energy, ultimately we're standing on a ground of feminine energy, and whatever work we do is in that feminine energy, and it is to help raise our vibration, raise the understanding of allowing our feminine energy to put us into a flow, right? And so I bring up these facets of the moon because this is how we can flow with the moon. So I love this mansions of the moon, right? This is a breakdown of the energy of how each zodiac sign gets to show up in its divine feminine flow, aka the expansion of our wisdom, our intuition. And so we're meant to bring forward all of these energies, whether they're masculine or feminine, from a place of nurturing. And so you can see in this, the mansions of the moon, it breaks it down to where it's just these 12 zodiac signs. Okay, but we have 28 days. And so what that means is that the moon will sit in each of these zodiac signs for about 2.5 days at a time. And let me read it from here because it looks small for me on my phone over here. And so just to start off with saying the moon in Aries, right? There's 2 ways to utilize this chart. One is to utilize it for your own birth chart. And then 2 is to be able to help you utilize the understanding of what is the energy doing right now for me today. So we can use this for the past tense and the present tense. In our energy of Aries, just starting there, you know, we have to understand that Aries is a fire energy, right? When you're looking at it, it's a masculine energy, it's a fire energy, it's a self energy. And we need to allow ourselves to connect with it from that feminine flow. How can I be more fiery in my intuition, in a place from like, I'm fired up about being soft, about being gentle, and understanding I can do that independently. No one needs to do that for me, but I can allow myself to connect with people that have that Aries energy, whether they have an Aries. Their moon is in Aries is typically a little bit more of an example because they're going to be outwardly projecting that Aries moon energy, to where you have Aries as a sun energy, and you want to see how you can connect with that more when the moon is in Aries, right? You can also pay attention to what kind of energy is being attracted to you. You know, sometimes you can think of like today, if the moon is in Aries, right? I didn't check today. I apologize. I know we're in a certain like phase. I seen it, and it's like, I believe it's the crescent phase that we're in. Let me see. I like to make sure I say like the exact right thing. Why do I feel like, okay, yes, because we just came out of the new moon, and so it's that crescent phase. Waxing, let me see, does that mean we just came? Did we just come out of a full moon? No. I'm trying to make sure I visualize it correctly. So waxing is coming on. So yes, we're just coming out of a new moon. I just want to make sure I'm saying that correctly. And so as this moon is coming into illumination, right? We get to understand how, oh, thank you, the moon is in Leo. So spirit will just tell me, and and I'll say it, and then all of a sudden this is what it is. And so, but we're talking about Aries. We can jump and talk about Leo. That's still a fire energy, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, these are all fire energies. And so we can allow ourselves to understand when we're looking at Leo, we're feeling the vibration of leadership. We're feeling the vibration of like, how can we be more creative? And under that, like today, we get to embrace that energy more. We can feel it more. We can feel it easier. Only if you want to. Only if you're seeking to dive into that feminine, that divine feminine energy, and it's very important for the masculine. We like to say the presenting masculine and the presenting feminine. And this helps us to understand that me in my feminine form, I am here to represent the divine feminine energy. And so aligning with these things will help me to really embody that divine feminine energy. And on that masculine presenting format, we're here to help create that safe space for the divine feminine energy to be around that masculine energy. So it's very important that we're identifying with this importancy, regardless of whatever gender representation that you are identifying as. And so like today, we're in our leadership energy. We get this chance to allow ourselves, because it's the feminine energy, we're in allowance, right? We need to allow ourselves to see, how can I be a leader in my day for myself? How am I responding to leaders? Am I allowing myself to be gentle? Am I telling myself, this person, they sound really harsh, but maybe I'm just hearing it on my masculine ears. How can I hear this on my feminine ears? How can I allow myself to give back from that divine feminine energy? Because maybe they're just leaning into their masculine energy a lot. And that's going to require us to either just keep our feminine energy at that baseline, because we don't want to go over it, but we do want to be able to give that, what is this word called? We want to be able to give that space for that difference that may be lacking on that other part of our conversation. So this is one way, right, for us to identify with the mansions of the moon. This is why you'll hear people speak about the importance of not just the moon phases, but also where's the moon at in a zodiac sign. It's another way to plug into power, because like I was saying, if you're Leo sun sign, this is a great way for you to empower your Leo sun sign by utilizing that divine feminine energy. And so I'm going to keep repeating that, because this is all about the moon. This is all about understanding that I can tap into my divine feminine energy any day of the week. And I can empower that by really paying attention to, where is the moon sitting at? Is it sitting in a place that might be in opposition? Maybe, it's not a good time for you to associate with the Leo energy. Maybe you're not trying to manifest more Leos into your life. So don't even try to start off with a new moon energy, because we just want to release. So we're just going to pick up from that full moon energy. And I want to release, the unbalanced Leo energy, or I want to release the need to people please people to people like to people please people that are just overcompensating for their Leo energy. And you can talk to that from that moment. So today, before you go to sleep, you know, you can sit there and tell yourself, like, whomever Leo energy I need to let go of, allow that to let go of tonight in a gentle manner. And we don't have to be in this like, oh my God, I forgot to do it tonight, and I'm not going to get rid of this Leo energy. Like I said, the moon sits in a zodiac sign for about 2.5 days. And so if you catch it on the first night, you definitely have another opportunity for the next day. You know, so we want to lean into that pocket. It's also a part of that divine feminine energy to where allowance, you know. And so when you move into these zodiac signs, how can I allow myself to be more nurturing? You know, in my Cancer sign, maybe I need to get lessons from someone that has that leading Cancer sign, because it is the ruling zodiac sign. The moon is the ruling for the zodiac sign. And so for people to get support and advice from someone that has a Cancer moon, you're going to be able to automatically see ways of tapping in a more gentle manner. FYI, yes, my moon is in Cancer. So that is a big reason why, like, when I come and I provide this divine feminine energy, a lot of times my sounds are very soft. Even when I listen to my playback, I'm like, I can't believe I sound that nice. I'm not even trying. Okay. It's not really something I'm trying to do. And yeah, like, definitely share your moon signs, and being able to understand that these are, you know, ways to just facilitate. Yeah. We got some more Cancer moons. It's a big part of, like, you know, why we are gravitating towards each other. We have this massive, you know, divine mother energy. And because, you know, like, all of the goddesses that we saw yesterday, you know, we offer that. Ooh, Libra moon. I love that. You want to know why I love that? Because I do not have enough air in my chart. Air for me, I need that help. So that's why I absolutely love being on this podcast, because I'm like, yes, someone needs to help feed me this air. And being that Pronoia is your moon is in Libra, it makes sense as to why I can sit in this, as to why it is easy for me, because I cannot listen to everybody. I can't. Sometimes I know people have, like, the best intentions, but it could just be that their energy just doesn't match up with what I need right now. You know, it is what it is. I do enjoy Sagittarius moons, because they have that's that masculine wisdom energy, right? And so when we have that masculine energy in the moon, like, that's like double entendre. Like, you are put in this position, right? I didn't get to see whose name was the Sagittarius and went up really quick, but just to give you, like, a synopsis, someone that has Greatness Media. So someone that has a Sagittarius moon, right? That means Sagittarius is already knowledge, higher understanding. And then you have it in your moon sign, right? Which is all about intuition. This is that smart video girl. Oh man, that's why. And I messaged her the other day when she was talking about the divine masculine energy, and I messaged in the group chat. I was like, yes, girl. That was all the words. Because I can feel that. I can feel the ability to have that space, you know. And And so I say that to say, keep doing it because you have the space and capacity. Oh yeah. Rue, oh my God. Chills. I have chills just talking to my higher selves in that Sagittarius energy. I will say, like, peace and blessings to you, because that is like hot and cold. And if there was a time in your life when you experienced like that off balance, like I can imagine like how like depressing sometimes things could be, or how like overwhelming things could be, and probably just like in the flip of a switch, you know, because you have that impactful divine energy. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, Lady Saturn, you definitely have an interesting chart, to say the least. And so yeah, this is great. I can go like for so long with the mansions of the moons and talking about it. So I just want, that's phenomenal. So we had a lot of Sagittariuses. That's pretty cool. You like, I can see why you guys just like show up, because you're just like, feed me, Seymour. Like, I need it. Like, deprivation is a thing. Please do not deprive yourself. Okay. Do not deprive yourself. That is probably like the best advice that I can give to Sagittarius, because if you're looking at the mansion of the moons and understanding how that shows up for you, you know, that's truth, you know. So truth is something it's very important for you to have that, you know, but it's also very important for you to take it like softly, you know, and keep finding ways to take things softly, because that's just going to keep helping you to tap into that divine feminine energy, and you'll get into that flow, and you'll get those Sagittariuses that can give you that like, it's a washing, right? Because they're just, you know, that Cancer moon, like I'm intuitive with myself, and I can take this fire energy and I can make probably some steam. Really? Yeah, it's steamy. It's steamy in there. So I just like, I think those are like really interesting. I can only imagine what someone with a Pisces moon would have to go through, because it's like, that's water on water. And so, oof, it could be like a drowning event if they don't have something as a life, like a life raft or something like that. So we can also dive into this. And so the sun and the moon, I think you can throw up that picture with the sun and the moon with, we'll go ahead and switch over to just that sun and the moon division of the masculine and feminine energy. Yes, this right here. And so this is why you'll see in a lot of like Aztecs, a lot of like ancient dialogues, you'll see them talking about the sun and the moon. They literally have sun and the moon pyramids in Mexico that you can go and check out. And you'll see that, you know, all that sun energy, it's a lot of light, right? It's intelligence, right? And then the moon is that darkness. The moon, I like to say, is our shadow, right? And so it's going to give us a form and show us like the density that needs to be unveiled, right? And it is the yin. And if you know, dive into the yoga aspect, you'll see a lot of yoga teachers will have yin yoga classes. Not so much yang. None of us are looking to do yang. Those are your two favorite pyramids? Yeah, I haven't been to them. I've been very close to get to them. I need to just go on a pyramid travel, because they just have like an astronomical amount of pyramids that we have yet to really fully be able to like take in. merely because, you know, the people that are controlling these pyramids are, you know, it's very like museum like these are not used anymore. So where like these things were actually put and created for them to be, you know, infinitely used. That's why these locations do not break apart. And so this is a really good diaphragm. It shows you that snake energy, that kundalini energy. It taps in with more of yesterday's conversation about, you know, that snake energy is something that moves through us. You know, it's two parts of that sun and moon energy. And so for us to be able to really feel that snake energy, we need to embody both, right? Like, who said we shouldn't have the knowledge? I loved when you said that, Pronoia. Like, I don't know who said we should not gather all knowledge, but we gonna do it over here. We gonna do it on this platform. We gathering knowledge, you know. So the moon is such a gratifying exposure. I've been set in that moon flow for, I would say, where am I at? I would say I'm about like 3 years in of just sitting in manifesting and restarting. Because like I said, when I have clients that go through any of my cleanses that I offer, it is without a doubt, it has to be on one of those moon cycles. And so I do my best to let people know the reason why we're starting on that day is because Earth that we live on, right? The Earth follows the sun. So that means the sun does not revolve around us. But the moon follows the Earth. And so that means the moon revolves around us. And because of that, the moon has all the angles. It sees us on our dark sides. It sees us in the light side, right? Because we can still see the moon. The more it's illuminated, we can still see the moon in the light, right? The moon only hides when it hides all of its light, when it's in that new moon, when it's in the darkness. But, you know, before there was light, it was darkness, right? So the moon helps us to be able to jump into that. Okay, what does it feel like to jump into this darkness and to allow ourselves to curate through the 28 days? I tell you this, if I have someone in my life that has not changed their feelings about something in 28 days, I'm questioning it. I actually question more than 28 days. Why is it so easy for us to be angry for a whole week? Do we realize that we literally move through 3 different zodiac signs that can allow us to feel a different way about the same situation? But a lot of us have felt like there's no way that I can feel anything different. But the moon is revolving around us. It's pulling us into the next moment. And if we stay stagnant, you know, that's really that male energy, that authority that's like, I'm not letting go. This is what it is. I've decided it. Yeah. Thank you. You know, I love the moon. The moon loves me. And so we work on that. And so the next clip, we can go and jump into the moon phases. And while we look at that, I'll just take a moment, let you guys like just take all that in, because I know I'm just throwing at you all of these ways to like, you want Mother Earth energy, you want Mother Goddess energy, you have the ability to tap into it today so that you can naturally have these essences, you know, becoming a driving force for you, you know, because we're in an age of Aquarius where we're here to help our hopes and dreams come true. And a lot of us have been wishing to put ourselves in a more nurturing setting. Like, we want to feel nourished. We want to feel restored. We want to feel calm, you know? And a lot of times we can't do that if we're not allowing ourselves to see where we can jump into that. We don't have to wait. We don't have to wait until we have all of this knowledge. You don't have to read and super deep dive about all of the goddesses to make you feel like you're in alignment. These goddesses are here for us to know that we are allowed to embody this. And if we were sitting next to them during their time of being here on this realm, I am pretty sure that their emphasis would be on the stars and the planets. You know, so we're coming back into that. We're coming back into that understanding. A lot of these temples that were built for our deities, for our goddesses, were built in a particular angle so that you can see certain stars, or when the sun comes up, or a perfect view of the moon. And so that you can see what is happening, right? And so take a breath, ring a bell. This is that perfect moment, right? To just like breathe it in. Appreciate. I've been listening. I've been learning. I've set that authority. And now, because I've allowed myself to follow through on that, I can also allow myself to take a breath, because I've been present, I've been giving, and I've been receiving. So this is your time. Take a breath. We're gonna ring a bell. I hope everybody enjoyed that intermittent moment of the moon, goddess mother, earth, energy. We are here to connect with that, right? Because these are our earth suits. You're welcome. These are our earth suits, and our earth suits are from earth, and the moon revolves around the earth. And so that means our skin is pulled by the moon, right? Just like when the moon comes up during a certain time in the day, we have high tide, we have low tide, we have all of these things that are also happening to us. That's why, oftentimes when moons happen, full moons happen, we get overwhelmed, we get overstimulated. I will tell you a trick, right? If you remember, they would say, like back in the day, the crazies come out on a full moon. Does anybody remember that? Like, don't go out on a full moon. The crazy people are out, or the crazy drivers are out, right? Or people get like very they want to be very sexual. They want to release a lot of sexual stuff. Yes, the lunatics, right? The lunatics, yes. And so I'll tell you this, right? Why does this happen? Most importantly, is because we didn't manifest enough in accordance of what we want to release. We didn't so if I say I'm setting this intention to go to the gym more, right? And I want to go to the gym 3 times a week. And those 28 days pass and you get to that and you're like, I didn't go to the gym more. I actually went to the gym less. And we can actually feel that moment of like depletion, like, oh, I am overstimulated. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to help anybody. This is just like not fulfilling. Today's like, I'm just over it. I don't want to do anything. And a lot of times that's because our body didn't get to actually release. We didn't actually allow our body to go through these phases, of meeting these points, right? And so we need to allow ourselves to step back and say, okay, what didn't I fulfill? So a lot of times that sexual tendency comes from not actually activating our sacral chakra enough, right? And we'll end up trying to go and have like a one night stand or call someone that we should not be calling, right? Thank you for the confirmations. And most times it's because we did not fulfill something that we said we wanted to do. So how can we help ourselves to be more gentle between the new moon and the full moon cycle? We get to step into these other phases. There's 8 phases, and we've been hyper directed towards this new moon, full moon energy, which is great. This is how we can dive into the pool. And, but we want to know how to keep going into deeper ends of the pool. So we get to understand that the moon slowly moves into illumination, right? And so you can see here, number 1, set the intentions. Okay. Number 2, we move into this crescent phase. We deepen resolve, right? That means we're now finding ways to make sure that we're going to get to that goal. Okay. And then the first quarter, which is the first half of the moon, that means we're 50% illuminated. We should be 50% already in workings of our intentions. And we're also 50% not there. So we can't force ourselves in less than a month to be somewhere where we barely even taken action, but we also have taken a lot of action just with the simple intention of moving into that. Okay. And so then once the moon fully gets into that gibless, right? This is when you're going to start feeling that fire up, that flare, like, okay, like, am I doing stuff? Am I seeing things that are changing? Because that full moon's right around right around the corner, and it'll be time for me to release. You can release your excitement, right? I'm going to release my excitement for reaching this goal. And I know that now that I've reached this goal, I no longer need to hold on to remembering that I didn't do it last month, right? These are very simple goals. We want to be gentle, right? We're talking to our divine feminine energy. And we cannot come off from this masculine place and say, nope, this is it. I said to release it. Now release it. Like, we have to we want to step back a little bit, and this could be that time when you're like, what would Ishtar do? She's the goddess of fertility. She knows how to make things birth, right? And we all know that birth is like one of the most difficult things. Thank you. Birth is one of the most difficult things for us to go through, right? And so we can allow ourselves to sit there and connect with that mother goddess and say, how can you help me to feel fruitful in what I have been able to accomplish since the new moon, right? These are conversations that we now are having with that divine mother energy, And we can start feeling like, you know, I have a right. This is where I get to talk to this goddess. This is where I can help myself feel empowered by these goddesses. And I have a choice of stepping into, maybe, you know, maybe we want to step into talking more to Mother Gaia and ask Mother Gaia, how can I respect you more? You know, and we can do that with like playing with these moon phases. Again, you can do it any way, shape, or form that you want. This is just an opportunity that is available to you at the times of which you will need it the most. You don't have to follow the entirety of these moon cycles. You can actually just step in and stop and say, oh, where's the moon at? Oh, it's in a waning phase, in a disseminating phase. Maybe this is a good time for me to let go of whatever happened today. And I know the moon's going to help me to do that. And then maybe, right? Maybe it's not a good day. Like, maybe it's not a good day to set an intention, right? Because the energy of the light is waning, and I'm going to have to use my intentions more. And do I really want to set new intentions when I need to learn how to be more in my intuition? That's the word I meant to use, right? So if I'm going to be needing to lean more into my intuition, because we're coming back into that dark energy, that which is the feminine energy, right? How can I allow myself to, today's not the day to set an intention. It's just not going to be successful. I don't feel like it's going to be successful. And so we can move into these spaces like this. So how does that sound? Is this the first time that you're being exposed to the moon phases to where it's actually helpful for you? Oh, yes. Yes, it does make a big difference. I like to tell people, you got pockets. We can play with our energy so much, right? And one of the things that I will be willing to do after people have already stepped into getting used to that new moon, full moon energy, this is just a tip. I'm not saying to jump into it. If you're not ready yet, allow yourself to get a more finagle, but find out, because the natal chart doesn't tell you this, but you can find out what moon phase the moon was in the day you were born into this realm. And then you can tap in to the crescent energy, because for some people, maybe the crescent energy isn't for them. Yeah. That's cool. The stewardess. Yeah. That's the best way, you know, to allow ourselves to have that. And so, like, if you're a crescent moon Leo, right? Waning. Okay. So you are in waning. That means that this is after the full moon. We're going back to the new moon, right? And so it's like, it's the disseminating. It's the number 6. That's more so where you are at. So your moon energy always wants to express something new. And what does it says? Express newfound truths. So your moon energy is going to want to do that in alignment, right? In alignment with wherever the moon was sitting at in that zodiac sign. So I believe you said in Libra, right? And I believe Libra is like balancing those scales. So we can sit there and always allow ourselves that when the moon reaches a disseminating phase, we can ask ourselves at that point in time, because it's a good time, it's an open field. This is kind of where you can also lean into that human design, because we're talking about open and closed stuff. This is an open moment for you. This is an open moment for you to lock in to like a period. It gives me the moment of like when you're at school and you have first period to 8th period, and it's like, okay, we're in 6th period. This is when I get to do this work, and I can allow myself to close that work because period 7 is going to come up. So I got to make sure I finish working in that energy and try not to like go over it, you know? So this is how working with our moon phases, our zodiac sign, and remember where it's going to be, I always say this is the field that we're sitting in is Mother Moon, right? And while we're sitting in the field of Mother Moon, I'm going to allow myself to connect with my elemental energy, right? That's the zodiac sign. For Libra, that's going to be your air energy. And so you're tapping into your elemental energy, utilizing that divine feminine energy. Cool. We got a wax and give this. So yours is the opposite, right? The energy is coming on, right? It's going into the full moon. And so there's so many ways you can play with this. I'm still imagining it in my spiritual higher self, but you can think of it like, you know, the light is the masculine energy. And so a lot of your moon energy, that intuition, that feminine energy could be driven a lot by that masculine energy. Doesn't mean that it's right. It just means that we have to be aware that I can allow my masculine energy to overpower my feminine intuition because it just feels so naturally, especially if you're a male presenting masculine, right? And so we get to help ourselves on this emotional level, right? Because all of us are like, I am overstimulated. I have this anxiety. I don't know. I just can't be around those people, you know? And, you know, this very well could be it. Maybe those people have too much masculine energy and it causes you to depress your divine feminine energy. And you don't get to work with that. You don't get to balance it. It could be much more harder for you because there's just not enough light. Right? Yeah. So it's kind of similar, right? For the waxing and the waning. But for the waxing, right? That means for the waning, that means the light's moving away. So that's a different tug and pull versus the light's taking over and the light's going away. So, you know, figure that out on yourself, on your own, because everyone's natal chart's a little bit different. So it's a little bit more challenging for me to get that in depth. But I hope that this is, you know, getting you some where to go, right? You don't have to look at all the phases. You can just look at your own moon phase and just work from there and see how that makes sense. And then, you know, maybe find people with other phases, and then it makes it easier for you to be able to disseminate, you know, what is happening. We don't need to overwork, and we don't need to know how all of these moon phases are going to work for us. I say the 3 that matter the most is the new moon, the full moon, and your moon. Okay. Keep it simple. You know, this is yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. This is like all new information for us at this time. Yeah, charts are like fingerprints. They are. And then when you get into like the different kind, but we're not going to go there, right? We're not talking about that. We're just on the moon. And okay, so I'll take this moment so that we can have a little bit more fun time. I'll have the goddess Rael come back, and we can jump into that cool little info that I gave you about the who I am. But how are you feeling back there before we jump into this own personality blurb?
I'm feeling good. I look, I'm over here learning. I feel like a student tonight. I love the moon. I'm a moon goddess. I love the moon. And the moon loves me. I mean, I was born on a moon day. And I love that it was weird. A long time ago, I looked at what moon phase I was born in. So I knew I was born in waning. And what you said about everybody focuses on the full moon and the new moon. And what's so crazy about the full moon is that it's only full for 1 minute and it starts to wane. Yeah, it starts immediately. So really those, and the same thing with the new moon. So those phases are actually longer than the actual full and the new moon, but we focus on those time periods the most. That's so crazy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so true. That's why I say, start diving into that. Start diving into your own moon phase.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Thank you.
Let me look at the chart. So which one did you want me to pull up?
Yes, the blurb.
Oh, the blurb. Okay.
The fun one, your own personality blurb.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go backstage, and you guys can see it.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so for everyone that has their chart out, okay, this is a fun little quirk that helps you to understand a little bit about yourself. So I'm gonna do the template part, and feel free, anyone that's out there that wants to share
That's cool.
these things. So I'll say mine.
Okay.
I'll say mine. So
this is dope.
I am a Taurus sun. So that means I am a guardian.
Okay.
But my emotions are rather deep because I am a Cancer moon. I think in my Mercury sign, which is Gemini, so I'm lighthearted. But I express my energy in my Mars sign, which is, oh my God, I almost get these confused. I believe it's Scorpio. It's either Scorpio or the one that with the M in the curve.
Is that Scorpio or Virgo?
I always mix those two up. I always mix them up. Anybody out there that wants to give. But I believe, oh, wait a minute. I have it right here. I don't know why I'm going crazy with that. Oh, no, it's showing me the planet signs. Not that. But I'm pretty sure. Did you say Scorpio?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I believe it is that. So it's but express my energy in my Mars, which is Scorpio. And that's brooding. Right. So I express my energy like I'm brooding. If no one knows what that means, I believe it's like, like I feel like I'm the shit or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, like my shit don't sink. Like, that could be why some people be like, this chick, she thinks she that. And I'm like, I'm just like, it's just emanating from me. What do you want me to do? Thank you. We're all
Virgo has her legs crossed.
Okay. Okay, and then it says, in love, I seek commitment. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. You're a Taurus Venus.
Yes.
Oh, I love Tauruses. Okay.
That's probably why I trust you, because I'm like, she's committed.
Oh, no, that's not my Venus sign, but I love Tauruses.
Okay. And then, okay, I take on the role of a rising, which is Leo, and the protector. So my sun sign is guardian, and my rising is the protector.
Oh, wow.
Right. So I will, like, that's a big reason why, like, for me, I do kind of both. So like I guide people into how to protect themselves. I feel like that's the best way to, like, I help you navigate. Like, look, if you just go this way,
right,
this way is going to be easier for you. But now you see why I talk about the moon energy, right? Because I want to help people, stay grounded. And that's just the role I've allowed myself to play. But while I do that, right, I got to be mindful of, like, my Mercury, right? Because I believe I said my Mercury was in, my Mercury's in Aries. Did I skip that? I might have. Direct. Yes. Yes. So like the way I communicate is very direct.
Mm.
And so because of that, like I kind of get in trouble because I'm like, I have this guardian protective energy. And so, but I'm communicating like very direct. And so I have to allow myself to really sit deep into my moon energy and know that like I can be soft, I can be gentle, and I can be just as serious as I can be just as playful. And when I do stuff like this, I have been figuring out like, how can I be serious about this, but still like be lighthearted? Because I just like, I can't just jam it down each other's throat.
Right.
So it's like having this, that air. And so that's why I say like having someone like you with that Libra energy, I think it helps me to have that softer side.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of how when Claudia did our human design and she was showing how when you combine the two charts of two people, how that energy fills in and it kind of balances each other out. So it makes sense.
Yes. Yes.
So I'll read my statement from, because I was looking at it. I had to go look up my Mercury. That's the only one I couldn't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
So it would be, let's see. I am a dreamer, but my emotions are rather whimsical. I think in a logical, wait, hold on, where did I go? I think in a logical way, but express my energy in a creative way. I seek understanding. I take on the role of the owner. Interesting.
Right.
I'm
As
gonna
they call you,
play that and play it all together. Like I'm a dreamer that's whimsical. Really? Yes. Yes, I actually do. My emotions are whimsical. When I say that, it's because people can't figure me out. You don't know which way I'm gonna go. You don't know what my emotions may bring. But I am very logical. People think that I'm not logical because I'm a Pisces. They think I'm emotional, but my Mercury is in Aquarius, and also my Venus is in Aquarius. So I actually don't love like a Pisces either. I get detached real quick. Pisces is detached too, but Aquarius be like, baby, I'm out of here. So I love that. Oh, I love this chart. I'm gonna have to print this out. I'm gonna have to add this to our little Starseed journal.
Isn't it? It's fun.
It is. You can start a whole sentence about yourself, and really like it gives you an insight on. And then the owner, yes, because that's that 8 energy, that Taurus energy. I'm a Taurus rising, and that's that. That I want to own everything. I want to be the CEO. That's the CEO energy. Yeah. Okay, I love this. So you guys, if you want to fill it in, it's at the very top here. You might want to zoom in if you're on your phone, but it has the I am, and then it tells you your sun sign, and then your emotions are rather, and then it says your moon sign. And then, so this is how you write out the sentence. So if you can zoom in at the top, you can write out your own sentence. If you want to, you can add it to comments and we'll read it here. But I really like that.
Yeah, I really like this. And then it also like, minimizes, right? Because it doesn't have all the planets there.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's just like offering ourselves little tidbits and not requiring, so vastly. I believe Jupiter and Saturn they have a whole different kind of representation. Right. Mm-hmm. And the planets up to Mars are the ones that affect us more quicker. Oh, we have a
yes.
You want to read it?
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna go away.
I'm an entrepreneur, but my emotions are deep. I think in a purposeful way, but express my energy in a Brody way. In love, I seek understanding. I take on the role of the owner. I know that's right. Okay, I like this.
Right?
Yeah, I like that. And I
Yeah.
love to see it written out like that. Yeah. That's dope.
Yes, I love it. It's beautiful. And so like one of the biggest things that probably I didn't mention, but you kind of know, right? The moon, the what's the difference between the moon and the sun? Why is the moon more helpful, right? The moon allows us to experience all these zodiac signs in 30 days, where the sun makes us wait 12 months.
Look at there. She's dropping gems, y'all. She's dropping gems. And these are the things we don't really think about. But if you think about it, because, you know, I don't practice the craft, right? But people who practice the craft, they use the moon phases. But even if you don't, life is a ritual in itself, right?
Yeah.
I believe that we all are magical beings. And if we live with like within seasons, just like you're saying now, if we move, so we move within seasons. Now you're talking about moving within moon phases. And it's something you can actually measure from a point to another point, you know, from the beginning of a phase to the end. So I love the fact that you brought up the mother moon and how we can use, because it gives us another way to measure our growth.
Yeah.
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 She said, yes, I love this too. Would be fun to do a house gathering. Yeah. You know, all of my Jupiter and my Saturn are in the same exact house.
That often, you know, is the thing that happens, you know, because right now, like Saturn and Jupiter are trailing each other, you know. And so like it's been like that for some time. And that's another reason why I like those planets are so far out. They take a lot longer to move through the zodiac sign, so we don't get to experience it the same way as the moon.
Oh, makes so much sense because your Saturn return is every 29 and a half years.
Yeah.
So that takes a long time. But when it do come, baby, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Like it may take longer, but it hit your ass like a freight train. It will if you're not prepared for that return. So yeah, it makes it. And then Jupiter, come on, that's like the planet of expansion.
Yeah.
You know, it takes time for things to expand. So it makes sense that it's like it's not immediate impact like the moon.
Yeah. Yeah. And the reason why the Mercury and Venus are not the best to try to align with is because Mercury is just like a ping pong ball. It's just like this. And it doesn't go too far away from the sun. Right? Mercury and Venus stay within about 30 degrees from each other from the sun, right? And so that's why some people will have the sun and their Mercury and their Venus could all be the same because they are very close to each other at that point.
Okay.
Right. But Mercury goes into, right? Mercury
Yeah.
goes into retrograde like 4 times, I believe, every single year. So Mercury does this most of the time. This and then this, and then this, and then this.
Interesting.
So that's no flow for us. That's nauseating. You know.
And you know, you say that, and because in Vedic astrology, I am a Aquarius, and it makes sense because even now I'm born on the 23rd, so I'm in the cusp of Aquarius and Pisces. But my Mercury and my Venus are in Aquarius. So yeah, the fact that you said that, it makes so much sense. Yes, I love this chart. Thank you, Mahatma.
Yes. You are welcome. You are so welcome. But I don't want to do like too much more. I know when you guys listen to me, I'm touching on 3 different bases every single time.
Did you want me to pull up this one at all right here?
Oh, yes. Thank you for throwing that one up. This will be like the last part that I throw in there. I love the animals that they threw in there.
Oh, we got one more.
Oh, okay, yay, it's cool.
I am a guardian but my emotions are rather vivid. I think in a direct way, but express my energy in a combative way. In love, I seek commitment. I take on the role of the old soul. That is smart video, girl.
Girl.
Girl law. That's you, boo. Especially Miss Combatives. Like, I'm just playing. I love you. I love it. I love it. It makes sense. She is an old soul for sure. She's somebody, grandma, and she definitely has the wisdom in her. But no, I love how that breaks down. So you guys, if you didn't get a chance, go back, hit it, take a screenshot. So you, if you didn't get the chance to write out your sentence or get that information, and these slides, if you want them, I can send them to you if you send me a message on Instagram. And Mahatma provided them to me. I just updated them a little bit and made them Pronoia friendly, but she provided all the information for these slides. So if you want them, I can send them over to you. And Mahatma, I can send you a copy of the ones that I created for you. Okay. Absolutely.
Fantastic. So I threw this one up here just to give more of an identification of this is referencing, the eyes of Horus. That's something that a lot of people, I know myself, I didn't realize that there were two eyes that were always being spoken about. I always just thought it was the eye of Horus, and it's actually the eyes of Horus. And this brings it back to, that ancient Egyptian time frame, right, where the energies of Ra and Thoth were spoken about a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting that you see that Thoth was the connection of the moon energy, right? And because a lot of people see Thoth as this person that has so much intellect, and underneath it all, it was actually a lot more intuition, being that it's that feminine energy. He was leading in that intuition. And I think Thoth was a little bit more of like a pretty guy compared to Ra, where he was like a little bit more like that buff guy. If you look at any depictions of these two individuals, right? But the eyes of Horus, that's the being before them that I can't remember exactly to the T if it was like their father and they had them, or if they bore them from their body. There's always these crazy amount of stories that we get to learn from, but being able to understand that we have to have the sight of both eyes. And there's many places where we will see that even the masculine energies are representing feminine energy, and they did it with the ability, right, of respecting their divine feminine energy. And that's why, like, when you read ancient texts from these time periods, they talk about revering that divine feminine energy and the protection of it. When you really look at all of those, the hieroglyphs, and you'll see how they're like protecting the feminine energy. And the feminine energy was more deemed as hierarchy than the masculine energy. The masculine was nothing really without having that respect for the feminine energy. Because if they're able to have the respect for the divine feminine presenting energy, that means that they have that same respect for their own divine feminine energy that's within them. And so we have this depiction of the sun and the moon as in these ancient times of, going back to the sun and the moon temples, right? That was in Mexico. And then you go to Egypt, to where they have about 22 different pyramids that a lot of people don't talk about. The majority of people know about the Pyramid of Giza, but they don't realize that there's 22 other pyramids that are associated with the tarot decks and the major arcana, as well as all of these individuals that were alive during that time that represented the divine conscious energy, right? that Christ consciousness, it requires for us to embrace both. And Thoth is a very great individual to connect with. That's where, like, if you want to connect with people that connected with Thoth, I know that there's more of a cult following when it comes to Thoth, like up until right now. If you haven't heard about him, you might hear about him now, is Aleister Crowley. He was really big on learning about Thoth. I believe he used to channel them. You'll know a lot of people that would channel Thoth, right? I've actually read a lot more about Thoth being channeled than Ra. But I have read books to where scientists have tried to channel Thoth. Not Thoth, I'm so sorry, Ra. And so it's very interesting that occult people are more likely to channel Thoth, where scientific people are more likely to channel Ra. You know, and you'll learn about that, how people were trying to make themselves be able to channel Thoth. I mean, Ra. It's gonna happen. The scientists were attempting to channel, right? And this is back in like the 70s or 80s, you know, back when they were doing all of those experiments. And they weren't getting any success in trying to meditate and connect with Ra until they let go, until they said, I'm not going to force this anymore, and I'm just going to move on. And then the channel opened up for them. Right. And so even at that moment, we always need to find a way to let go, to release. Did they know that they were tapping into that divine feminine energy? Highly doubt it, because we live in a patriarchal society. They have not really understood how to respect the matriarchy side of things. And this is another way for us to connect with that mother energy and just seeing that difference of where are these people coming from on a divine level? You know, what are they associated with? There's also some numbers in there. I haven't like gone completely deep into like just this text, because there's just the symbols on there, you know, they speak about a lot. I'm pretty sure, what is that word that they call it? It's not the Da Vinci Code, but it's one of those wordings that it won't come out for me. But it's like about the spiral, and then you see the 6-pointed star in there with the mandala indication. So you can see how it's a twofold. There's two things happening, right? And so the star part, I would say, is that more masculine, to where the feminine energy is like that bubbling, to where it's covering all of that masculine and is protecting it. So nothing is outside of that. We are here to layer this and not just separate it. We can separate it with the understanding, like, this was all coming forward for the divine feminine energy, and this is all coming forward for the divine masculine energy. And then I need to figure out how to make it make sense in my story. Right. So this is what I feel like a lot of them were doing that time of Mayat, you know, that time of, am I saying it right? Nevis. I really just...
Don't give me the lion. I don't know. I'm pronouncing everything.
The Anubis, is it? No, it's not.
Oh.
The one that's like the world, and she's always like depicted.
Oh, Nut.
Nut?
Yes. Nut.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yes. I
yeah, we talked about her last night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, these people, right, were able to have that hierarchy for them, because there were individuals such as these that were embodying the work, that were embodying the art, and they were being the vessel for making that a statement. You know, this is what it is to know who I am. And who I am is that mixture. And I need to have the eyes of both. I need to have my left eye and my right eye, and they need to see together. Right. And so the more we gravitate with that moon energy, we'll be able to get that balance of that sun energy. And we'll be able to fully love our ego. And we get to let go of, oh, my ego is dead. Everybody's like, oh, I went through this ego death. My ego's gone. And I'm just like, so we're just going to be emotional here? We're just going to always keep trying to redefine our intuition.
Right.
You know, and so like we have to understand that ego deaths are real, but it does not vanquish our ego.
It's an ego rebirth.
Yes.
You can't really kill it. It's not going anywhere. It's there for you. It's really about balancing it. I don't know why we're always trying to kill our ego. It's crazy to me. I don't even know what the theory of killing off anything came from when it's given to us for a reason. Our ego protects us. Even our anger protects us.
Right.
You know, our anger lets us know when things are fucking not right. Like you get pissed off, you're mad because your anger is like, how dare you? So that's a part of our protection system. Nothing about killing. Yeah, I hate when people say, kill your ego. Tame it. Slay your dragon. Train it. You know? Dr. Seuss here, dropping lines over here, y'all. But I put this back up because you were talking about balancing the energy. So I wanted to show the balance. And I love that this depiction of the light and the dark. And a lot of times I used to think the dark would have been the masculine energy. But it's actually the hidden energy, which makes sense. The moon is the hidden energy. And like the hidden goddess, we talked about that yesterday, the goddess being hidden, not gone, not non-existent. And we need both. And I love that you brought up it being the moon, because again, we give a lot of praise to the sun and little praise to the moon. But if we go outside and there are no street lights, you better be happy if it's a full moon outside so you can truly see. I got lost in the woods one time, for real. And all I had was moonlight. And I was scared as hell. And I was like, man, if that moon wasn't as bright as it was, I would have never found my way out of there. So shout out to Mother Moon, who is more than just a reflection of the sun. She carries her own energy. So shout out to the Mother Moon.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm gonna bring us back to the stage. Oh, I like how it's split like this. We can leave right here. Look at that.
Yes. It's so beautiful. You see how much fun I have talking about the moon.
Yes, I do. I love it. You have to come back and do like we have to do like a combination of the goddess and the moon, like a series together, right? Yeah, I think that would be dope. I really love the moon. I love that you broke that down. Because I think we miss opportunities to elevate when we're ignorant of things. And a lot of times we don't know about it, right? We know it's out there, but what is it used for? And it's crazy because there's so many planets and people are like, don't look up at the stars, or the planets don't matter. You think that those things are just sitting up there, just chilling, just there, just to be there. They go through all these phases and movements and they don't affect you. That is crazy business. And that's why some people get ahead when they have astrologists and stuff, because they know what phases the moons are going to be in. When is a good time to manifest? When is a good time to release? When they have these people talking to them on a regular basis and telling them these things. So like Mahatma said, you don't have to know each phase of the moon. You can actually reach out to Mahatma. She knows more about the moon than the moon. Okay, so if you need to know about the moon, just reach out to Mahatma Starseed, for real. If you're interested in learning more, reach out to Mahatma. That's what we're here for, Starseeds, really, to continue to learn about ourselves. And we're definitely connected, I believe, to the moon. The skies are so relevant. Yes, they are. They're extremely relevant.
Yes. Yes.
And we are stardust, baby.
That's right.
That's right.
Once people start learning that they're the light that is dying to come down here.
Yes. Okay? That you are the light that's dying to come down here. You're the fallen stars. Absolutely. That's what we're doing. We're awakening to that. And thank you for being a part of that spark tonight. Thank you for the mother energy that you brought tonight. I love it. I'm excited. It was such a wonderful continuation of this energy. And, I'm getting over a little cold, but I also came to some revolutions and revelations today, but I'm not going to share it yet. I'm going to wait until the very end of this mother series. So the next, I don't think I have too many shows left, but I know Knowledge and Nick are coming on together. So I believe that's our last show of this month, honoring the mother. So be on the lookout for a very important Pronoia announcement, something that I'm sure most of us, and if you knew, then I'm going to beat you up, but most of us had no clue about. So I'm going to share this information with you at the end of this mother season, and it makes so much sense. It goes along with the mother energy. So just make sure you're tapped in. So thank you so much, Mahatma. What a beautiful show tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. I enjoyed it. Yes. And then look at you. You look like the sunshine. You got that bright green background. You like you're making shit grow over there. And look at how dark. I got it. I love it dark. I like to cut the lights down. It's such a fitting. Look at there.
Thank you.
Yes, it's been a wonderful night, y'all. I enjoyed myself. I hope you learned some things tonight. Anything else to tell them tonight before we wrap it up?
Say I love you to the moon sometimes.
That part, for real. Show Mother Moon some love, y'all. Y'all love the sun. Is it?
Right.
If there wasn't no sun, we wouldn't be alive. You're absolutely right. But if there was no moon, your emotions would be crazy. They wouldn't be non-existent. Yeah. And a lot of babies are born during the full moon because of that pull of that energy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Come on out.
So y'all some crazy babies. The lunatic babies are born during the full. I was waning right after.
Right. One thing I will say that's fun, right, is understanding why they have these names for the moons and stuff like that. So the pink moon, right? The pink moon is pink because the moon is rising at the same time the sun is setting.
Wow. Okay.
So we're still in that pink aura that we always see at sunset. And so it hits the moon and makes the moon pink. And so it's fun to see how the sun and moon play off of each other.
Yes. Because they connected. They need each other. Just like we need each other. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Absolutely. Right. Thank you so much, Mahatma. I enjoyed this show tonight. Thank you, Starseeds. I know y'all laughing. I'm silly. I got Karen energy, okay? We had a good time tonight. I hope you, again, learned some things I have. And I know about the moon. I ain't know that much about the moon. Thank you. Again, it's been a wonderful evening. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Pronoia means that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, no matter what. So know that you are connected to all things, including Mother Moon. All right? I love you. Let's use our telepathy tonight and tap in. Peace, Starseeds.
Everything's a vibe. This is science. Everything's got its own frequency. We know that energy is neither created or destroyed. It's merely transferred or transformed. When we speak in energy. I don't even think people pay attention half the time in conversation when I say, I feel you.
You said I read your mind the other day, but baby, we are just connected deeply in another way. That telepathy connection, energy that's manifested through that melanin, electric currents traveling kinetic. What you thinking? But my mama calling me. Coincidence, no higher common sense, I call it ESP. We are magic while this world's unraveling. 5G cannot limit our abilities from traveling. See, I'm on another level, dirty digging. Homie, get the shovel. I'm a rebel in this motherfucker, dancing with these demons. Got them screaming. This world is planting fear inside us. Clearly, I'm just over all the brainwashing. Time to wash your brain of all the pain, of all the stress, all the lies you told yourself. Open your eyes and realize you're a diamond in the rock. Don't let them tell you what you're not. It's time to show the world all this magic that we got with telepathy.
Hear me clearly. For me, language is liberation. The words that we have, they define and describe the very things that free our mind, but only when we choose with intention and pay attention to the frequency of the words that we use to construct our realities. Who do you say that you are? I am. I am. Those two words alone are the very beginning to a powerful sequence of awakening yourself to who and all that you are, have been, and will be. We talk in frequency.
Clouded visions, poison minds, can't see clear enough. The world full of interference, so God ain't hearing us. My spouse miles away, can't even take a walk in public. Coronavirus got us locked away like lab subjects. Close your eyes and you can feel the pain, we all connected. Empath, so I sense when every soul's ejected. A mystic, magical, way beyond simplistic. 5G blocking my chi, keeping our signals twisted. Communicate with my mind, mental telepathy. Into nature, so we speak on different frequencies. My third I watch, the other two never truly see. The world is an illusion shrouded in secrecy. A king by birthright, a god at first sight. Divine shine bright, blind the wicked at first light. Open your heart chakra and let these words shock you. We telepathic, use your magic like a witch doctor.
Or ancient Egyptian words of power that speaks to the soul. I command your soul to listen. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak em ta tema'u. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak em ta tema'u. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak em ta tema'u. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak em ta tema'u.
Welcome to the universal womb, where all things are created at the speed of light. You have been brought here by the mother. Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. All the babies in the wombs worldwide with the mother. I'm sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play with the mother, aiming at your jugular. What you say to the mother? Pussy niggas tryna have they fucking way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'ma have to pray with the mother. The mother, divine feminine, not a ghost in the shell, not the original sin. Sekhmet, serpents, fearless, lioness, worlds in my hips, life on my lips, and I'ma count to 10. Better come again, or we cord cut 10. See it in my eyes, feminine rising. All the babies worldwide, I'm on the front line. Tully on my side and a lullaby, baby, don't cry. Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. All the babies in the wombs worldwide with the mother. I'm sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play with the mother, aiming at your jugular. What you say to the mother? Pussy niggas tryna have they fucking way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'ma have to pray with the mother. Mama Earth, Mother Gaia. Free the Congo, free Sudan and Gaza. Free the minds of every child locked in bondage. I'ma stand up on that business, I'm riding. I'm sliding on all these fuck niggas fucking with our kids. Ran out of luck, nigga, we coming for they lid. Fuck all that soft shit, we calling out your shit. For all the starseeds, the mamas, my sisters, we riding at midnight. I got the blicky, she got the sword, little baby got machete. If it's a war, then we better be ready. Cause wicked forces coming for the babies. And I'ma scorch anybody talking crazy. And mama's waters baptized me as a baby. And made a pure soul stay protected on the daily. I'ma pour some for the angels that we gaining. What? Better watch how you come for the mother. Rings on knuckles, I rumble for the mother. Babies in the womb worldwide with the mother. Sharpening my tools, I ride for the mother. Better watch how you play. Aiming at your jugular, what she say to the mother. Pussy niggas tryna hide it for the way with the mother. Feet in the dirt, I'm out to pray.
Look, a lot of people want people to stop playing with them, but to be honest, you first gotta stop playing with yourself. You gotta see yourself as a gift to this world. You gotta know that you know that you know that with every fiber of your being, that you that nigga and that bitch. That you the shit even when your shit stank, and that you big even when you try to shrink. You gotta know you're monumental, colossal. You gotta know you got big energy.
Hey, what I look like playing small as big as I am. They say I think I'm that nigga, that's cause I really am. Man, stop playing with me, had to say that to myself. My biggest win was remember who the fuck I am. And that's on God, that's on mama and my ancestors. Every fall was just teaching me how to stand better. Now I'ma stand for my better self. Therapy inside my music, feeling like some better help. Now I walk around, never let the crown tilt though. Say we living in the last days, baby, this is what I've been built for. I'm the one that y'all sent for. God heard y'all cries, then she hit my line, okay, 10-4. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I got so much on my plate though. Hungry for my best, so I won't let it go to waste though. Beefing with my past, that shit is cooked just like my steaks though. Well done, that's what God said. Couldn't tell you where to find the L from, it's not an option. Woke up to the version of myself I love the most. These birds want my bread, so I let them watch me toast. Cheers to the joy that just took over my body. I just made 100 racks off what people call a hobby. That's that God body elevation. Watch my levitation. They don't understand the growth, they rather credit Satan. I'm just saying I got magic in my bones, royalty inside my DNA. The world is just my throne. Fuck a demon time, God time is better. If they can't read the room, then I'll probably write a letter. Dear whoever, you were made from the dirt that has magic. If there's no space for you, then let them have it. You were made for greatness. Your energy ain't made for all these spaces. Why you think I'm on this track spitting harder than some braces? Remember who you are and never change it. You're a living God, so just learn to embrace it. Yeah.
Today I woke up feeling brand new. I told myself it ain't nothing that I can't do. I talked to God, my ancestors, and my angels. Said if they with me, guaranteed that I can't lose. Went through the storm, but they ain't know that I was rainproof. God body Teflon, came out the chamber, feeling like Stefan, transformed. Thought I missed my prime, but I'm an optimist. I pray for my ops, cause I win, they do the opposite. Well, I'ma sit high on the seat, cause God prepared me a table. Yeah, I jumped the whole hood, we ain't even had cable. Went from a goon to a guard, ain't no myth, ain't no fable. Yeah, I knew that I was great since I was laying in the cradle. Oh, made it. Yeah, I say I made it. Yeah, they tried to blackball the God, I still ate, We on God's time, we don't call that late, Call me what you want, but you can't never call me fake. Put in 10,000 hours, they been waiting on me to break. You got some homies dead tape, but I just do what it take. Yeah, I say I'm great, yeah, I say I'm greater. Out of Houston, I seen fofos getting tipped like waiters. I just seen my biggest celebrators turn into my haters, Yeah, they see me down when I'm up like elevators, yeah. Been through them wars, my rap sheet decorated. Treat my mind like my bed, I woke up and I made it. Yeah, I say I made it. Yeah, I say I made it. Before I see the grave, I take my name and I engrave it. Yeah, ask me about my lady. I used to want a Jada, but I don't want all my business being read at the table. That's against my will. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Need a melanated queen, a dark skinned Aunt Phil. These boys going live, but I really live. God body head to toe.
Hey Jay, it's time to go.
What time is it? Dog, it's 4:44. My ancestors and my angels on go. And tell the gods I'm on the way, drop the low. They threw dirt, now they gotta watch me grow. What time is it? Dog, it's 4:44. My ancestors and my angels on go. And tell the gods since I'm with it, drop the low. They threw dirt, now they gotta watch me grow. What time is it? Dog, it's 4:44. Yeah, it's 4:44. Yeah, it's 4:44. It's 4:44. Yeah, everything synchronized. I've been aligned. I've been divine. I ain't nothing to play with. You better press your wine. And beat the signs. or meet the mind. Yeah, I'm real foo-foo and I multiply. Play with my body, nah, don't you try. Woman lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. I keep that 444. I see the 222. I used to go to 7-Eleven. Now I see 11-11. Yeah.
True, I wanna take this time to speak life into you. I'ma help you overcome what you going through. You're not in this alone, I was sent to put you on. You wanna see how good life is? All you really need is some guidance. The ones close to you may not like it. That's cool, cause pretty soon them fools gon' see that you were a diamond. First of all, I wanna give praises to the Most High for giving me the strength to make changes in my life. Cause without me going through what I went through, how could I even have the wisdom to give you or lead by an example? So let me be your coach. You gon' need some advice when you get thrown against the ropes. I'ma keep you on your toes. I don't know if you know, but there are unseen forces battling over your soul. Who wins? Well, that depends on the choices that you make. My advice to you is choose life each and every day. That's easy for me to say when it's definitely not the case. It's tough when you got so much temptation thrown in your face. Okay, let's say if you fall by giving in, would you beat yourself up about it or get up and try again? Don't allow sin to be a burden. Accept it, learn from it, move on and keep working. They say it's power in the tongue. If that's true, I wanna take this time to speak life into you. I'ma help you overcome what you going through. You're not in this alone, I was sent to put you on. You wanna see how good life is? All you really need is some guidance. The ones close to you may not like it. That's cool, cause pretty soon them fools gon' see that you were a diamond. I'm a SC, I do things a little different. I be at peace, cause I stay in the spirit. I'm a blessing to all those who dwell with me. I'm not flexing when I say my life's litty. Love is what my foundation is built on. Everybody I connect with, the vibe be so strong. I'm vegan, so I got love for the animal suit. Then my sisters and brothers, I do not look at them as food, because I'm pro-life. I serve the God of the living, they be the most high. And anybody who don't like me, they'll be alright. They can keep that negativity on that side. Got too much love in my heart. Grab a hold of my hand, let me pull you out the dark. I'm a light and as a light, I'm just here to do my job. Know this journey is a fight, be prepared to go to war. They say it's power in the tongue. If that's true, I wanna take this time to speak life into you. I'ma help you overcome what you going through. You're not in this alone, I was sent to put you on. I wanna see how good life is. All you really need is some guidance. The ones close to you may not like it. That's cool, cause pretty soon them fools gon' see that you were a diamond.
Learn to cloud surf while never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times, so I'd be lying if I said I don't believe in the divine. For reasons we can't find, the truth will probably blow our minds. This energy in the universe send chills down your spine. Had a talk with a goddess about human design. Pull my coat to how I need to get my chakras aligned. Gotta break some bad habits, it's addition by subtraction. Move away from bad actors, trying to leech off your action. It's the laws of attraction, gotta see it before it happens. Gotta believe it with a passion, then receive this beautiful madness. Find a pattern in the chaos, their assessment was way off. You build it from the ground up, you own it, so ain't no layoffs. Your energy is equity, cashing on your day off. Hope to reach a couple souls, it's all a part of the payoff.